Now you can't tell me about them hard times. No, yeah. Now you can't tell me about them hard grinds. No way. Dog, I never did it part-time. Never. Been out here for a long time. Smart. Now I don't know what to do. No way. Yeah, dog, I tenfold. All this y'all I've been through. All this guap that I blew.
Hashtag vlog 6. Now this is the waterway that we created for the water wheels at Abbeydale hamlet, where we're just about to go. Now we're just going to head in and then we'll see what this place is all about, because I've heard there's an awful lot of history around here, and especially in the building. It costs £5 to enter. I'll take you down the road. This is the main road that I'm on, but I'll take you down here and just basically let you have a look at history inside, get some knowledge about Victorian stuff, because it's still in pretty neat condition, I've heard of. The train passing as we're speaking. It's quite hectic on this road, cars, trains. Ducks are still having a nice time though, but we'll head in there and we'll go and see what it's all about.
Now you can walk in my shoes, yeah, let alone in my path. Cause now you won't know what to do, cause the lifestyle is kinda mad.
Basically get a quick sign. Abbeydale Industrial Hamlet. We're gonna come and check this place out. Don't worry guys, you're not on camera by the way. But we're going to go in and have a look anyway, see what it's all about. Take you straight through. So we're in anyway. We've been given a map to show us round place. So you've got a few cottages, a few more buildings. We're going to take you around it all anyway, to show you what it's about. This is a place where you come and pay for any future people that might want to come and pay. You come and pay here. And that's about it, but I'm going to go and let you take a look at what's here. What about Abbeydale? It's like a mini museum. I mean, that doorway is absolutely tiny. I just bang my head clean off that. I can show you around this place. Lead and lime. Some more history on the table here. Some really old history. We have yourselves a turnip hook right there. So let me know in the comments if you know what a turnip hook is.
Now you can't tell me about them hard times. Now you can't tell me about them hard grinds. Crazy. Never did it part time. Been at it from long time. At it with a long night. Okay.
If you go around as well, you start to see a picture of all the way from timeline. It goes all the way through from 1685, 1690, 1745, 1755, 1775, 1785. This is history that's gone through Sheffield, all the way up to like individual dates. If you come here and you actually spend some time reading it, you'll start to get an understanding of what all this is about. But it's far too much to read here to go through it all. The video would be an hour long. 1793, all the way up to 1842, all the way up to 1939. And if you come through in here, let's have a look.
The melt took about 4 hours.
And this is what it was made for. These are what all these blades were used for. I'm about to show you, so if you want to get a quick read of that, you start seeing the type of stuff they were using back in Victorian times, and even pre-Victorian times as well, earlier before that.
Scythe blades were made by heating a piece of crucible steel between layers of wrought iron, then hammering the sandwich together. This forge welding process required.
This video is actually showing you what they used to do back in the day, as we saw the machine outside before I brought you in.
From young dog, I've been a bad guy. Yeah. From young dog, I let corn fly. Then I had my little girls, they changed my life. Now everything I do, I gotta get it right. Times, yeah. You can't tell a nigga about them hard times. Yeah, nigga, hard times. You can't tell a nigga about them hard grinds. Yeah. And it's chef to the day that I die. Mud.
Coming into another part which would be workers' cottage. take you in here and show you a look around. Now this would be a worker's cottage. This is brilliant. There's some really nice history in here. And you're starting to get a picture of how people used to live. Back in Victorian times, some good plates there. I mean, you actually, a proper old wooden broom. So that's what they used to sweep up with back in the day, this, for all the young viewers. That was the sweeping tool for the day. Right, we'll keep going through. Nice chair, some designage on it, that's clearly very old. We'll come through anyway. It's quite... That's where obviously all jugs are and that for what worker used to use. I mean, you can honestly, you're getting a right good picture here of how people used to live. I mean, you think of technology that kids have got nowadays and they wouldn't know what hit them if they got brought back to this generation, would they? They wouldn't know what hit them. Take you up these stairs here for another part. If you would like to rest, please use this chair, it says. I'm okay just in case it breaks. Oh, you can tell this house is very old. Bit of a weird one for you. Obviously a cot. This is obviously an old baby's chair as well. Really old pictures. But you're getting a picture. I mean, you can tell how small people were back in days. I mean, my head barely fits under that door there. I mean, this hatch here, look, I'm not even stretching. That's not even a stretch. I've not even got my arm at full length, and you can reach that. That just proves how the generations have got bigger and bigger over the years, which has now left to houses having to be built a tad bigger than that, because I'm having to duck through these, and duck again, and then we come into the worker's bedroom. Now this is where obviously she sleep at night and do many other things and probably have some kinky time. But yeah.
Hard times, yeah. You can't tell a nigga about them hard times. Yeah, nigga, hard times.
Next part, coming to the counting house. Now this time we can't go upstairs because on the wall it actually says staff only, so we can't go up there. But we can take you in here and let you have a look. Oh, this is bloody decent in here. I like this. Old clock, look, from Victorian times. Old clock. Let me know what this is in comments. I actually don't know what that is. I've never ever seen one of them in my own entire life. So let me know what that is. And look at some of these butcher knives. These must be all sorts of crafting knives, grass knives. Could be either one. They do look like grass knives though, to be fair. Seeing as though they would have been ploughing fields and working round here like that. But yeah, you're kind of getting a good look. But they used to forge these exact blades in this exact place, and it's great that they're still there and, you know, reserved. Get to come and look at some history from Victorian times. But when you're walking along, I mean, you're getting a pretty decent glimpse at place. You're getting to know history.
You can't tell a nigga about them hard grinds. Yeah. And it's chef to the day that I die. Mud.
Coming up to the grinding hull. Take you in here and show you what the grinding hull's all about. Now, this is where they'd be grinding stuff. Grinding hull. Simple as it sounds, really. Watch out. Don't fall on that, you know. Feels like it's about to go through. But yeah, this is where they'd grind stuff. The place is amazing. It is there is actual properly history here. Grinding wheels from Victorian days. Another grinding wheel. Something to help grind with looks of things. I mean, you've got... Oh, they were obviously run by electrical machines, as you can see as well, just here and here. But also what I know is you've got a grinder, there's 4 grinders there. And then you've also, it looks of things, got a mini one here as well in front of me. So there were obviously a lot of grinding going on in here. I mean, you're starting to see some mechanics down here as well.
But they don't wanna see you win. And yeah, this life's amazing. Same time it's a sin. All this envy and hatred. So where should I begin? I just wanna fly away spaceship. In my own space, do my own thing. Yeah, I just wanna do my own thing.
Take you down here to water wheel. Now this is an old Victorian water wheel, this. Old Victorian water wheel. Let me have a quick look in this. I mean, in person it is a lot bigger. A lot bigger. I mean, just looking at it.
You alright there, mate?
You alright, fella? It's an amazing wheel. Such a great thing. Some great history that's left behind. One of the old fellas. I think he works here, just making sure everything's good and cool. When you start looking at something, look at that, it's absolutely beast, massive. I mean, behind that now there's a heck of a lot of water that's wanting to come through, because just up there is where it damaged, where all water's holded off, and that used to push down and turn this, which used to create electricity, and that was the point in having water wheels. So you kind of get a gatherance of what these are now.
Feels like I'm falling, can't get up. Lost sight of what's important, then I lost the love. Kinda find it hard, I don't know who to trust. And my heart's turned cold, don't know who to love. Mine's always doing overtime, so I'm always thinking of. Always in a different frame of mind, I need to let shit go. Need to think about my daughters, cause they're getting old. They be looking on that road, while I'm playing role, need to fix up and be the man. Coming like I don't want to grow up Peter Pan.
I'm going to come to Tilt Forge next. I'll take you in this spot and let you have a look in here. I can't see my screen right well at the minute because the sun's blazing on it. But we'll have a look in here. I'll show you what the Tilt Forge is all about. Obviously, this is obviously another forging part where metal was being forged. This is another great place full of history. You can see this has been properly reserved, this. Properly looked after, which it should be looked after. Obviously this is where they'd have all the fire burning and the metal would be shoved in by these tools that you can see. Well, especially by these prongers. They'd shove it in and then they'd wait until it were glowing red and they'd pull it out and then do the same, repeat that same process about 5 times, 10 times, probably maybe even more times, and then eventually over time they beat it down while it was glowing red and cool it down again, and then eventually you'd end up coming out with something like one of these, something that would look like either a grass cutter or a big giant sword. But you're getting a good glimpse of what Victorians were up to back in the day, yeah, as I've explained that part to you there. Obviously this was part of mechanics to help water wheel work, which looks of things.
On these roads outside of who I am, but then I came back like a boomerang. No, this lifestyle ain't new to man. No, this lifestyle ain't new to me. Just know that things are how they used to be.
Take you in here and let you have a look around. Have a look at the oldness of that wheelbarrow. That is proper old, that. It's wheels and everything. Everything about it's old. What a place though. It's a pleasure to be able to come in here and have a decent look at it. You can get 2 angles from in here. You can get an angle from in there and an angle from here, but you can even see the furnace holes there. And that's where they'd put stuff in, heat it up, extremely loads. More parts to the building.
Yeah, this has some reason. Same time is a sin. All this envy and hatred. So where should I begin? I just want to fly away spaceship. In my own space, do my own thing. Yeah, I just want to do my own thing. Yeah, do my own thing.
Take you up these stairs here. This is second part to it. Get a quick look at it, have a look inside. You get a better look at furnaces in here. These were furnaces. I mean, not exactly big, are they? They're only small furnaces, but the furnaces, they would have made a lot. They would have made a lot of stuff, and they would have burnt and furnished a lot of stuff. Old pots, etc. up there, what they used to use as well. It's really good. A lot of history in here still, a lot of preserved history. Now this guy that worked in this place, this is the charge room. He's the head melter. Obviously needs strong arms, obviously needs a good memory. But this was an important job of it, especially remembering what he would have been doing on there, ingredients, etc. Timing, without having to weigh it all up. Little sign here as well, tells you a little about him, so if you come you actually get a bit of knowledge as well. So you're not just getting chucked in deep wondering what everything is. But yeah, now you know what that looks like. Let's keep moving through. There's a little bit here that goes down here on all the looks of things. Let's take a quick sneak peek then. Trains pass by over here. You think it's building falling down, it's not, it's just trains going past. This was a pot shop. The pot shop, obviously, where pots were made, etc. It looks of things. They did summit in here anyway. Let's see what this sign says. What's my job? I am the pot maker. I've been making crucible pots for many years. Crucible pots need to be strong to hold 56 pounds of steel in the heat of the furnace. I work barefoot, so the guy actually worked barefoot. The guy worked barefoot in here, right in here. So basically, all these many years ago, there was, and this probably sounds a bit weird this, but there was actually a real guy stood right there with bare feet, working away, doing his things, you know, making sure there's good decent pots and you name it, all stuff like these really. This is what type of stuff he were making, as it actually explains to you as well. Now this is obviously where he'd be stamping and grinding down materials with his bare feet.
See, we just trying to make it. We ain't fighting for no money. Now lives we be changing, but we need that money. Yeah, that money, so life we can change things. So I'm running down that Lizzie. Yeah, that money, yeah, that Lizzie go places. Ain't forgetting my people. Yeah, that circle the people I came with.
We have another part here. Oh wow, look at this. This is like full-blown horse and carriage, but it's the carriage part for the horses. I mean, you can even see where they'd be sat on top here, and you'd get in through doors at the side. All shackles for old horses to be shackled up to make sure it's pulled. What an amazing piece of history that is. You've even got old bike there. That's a Victorian bike, that. Any kids watching this, right? That was one of the first bikes that were ever made, that. What you're looking at right there, and that's what kids used to ride about on for pleasure back in Victorian times, before all these crazy new bikes were made. That was the bike you'd be riding. So, and they back in the day as well, when they were art, they were expensive and they were very hard to get. You were classed as a snob if you were seen on one of them. But yeah. Now this is the manager's house. Big dog. This was the big dog's house. Now this is, when I said manager's house, this was the house that ran the shit round here basically. Mind my French, as I say on most videos, but the guy that lived here ran it. He ran the whole shebang, he owned the place. So you start getting a picture, big massive stuff. Nothing's little, nothing's small. He's got everything. Look, he's got everything. And look at that. Even an old baby grow chair for babies. That's mad. Old chairs. See, like, there's no plug sockets in here, no TVs in here, no in here, mate. You made your own entertainment up in this day and age. You made your own entertainment up. Even a budgie cage there. What's actually? Yeah, man. Still hanging front roof. That would have been what his bird actually. Obviously, clearly had a bird. This guy. But even little flower pots. What they collect the flower in. This is obviously his sink. This is the sink area. That was your sink back in Victorian times, and that would have been a really good sink if it's in his house. You know, look, homemade rugs. They made them themselves. They didn't buy rugs. They went and made them themselves. Weighing scales, all types of stuff in there. Medicines. Very good. This is obviously a storage room where I kept all his pots, his pans, etc, etc, as you can see. Nice and clean in this one though. This isn't like them other houses, workers' house. But this is obviously living room. That's obviously like your kitchen, etc, where your table would be. You'd wash your pots, do your things in there. And this is obviously be his chilling out area part. Maybe play some piano, maybe chill out, take a rest, put fire on. It's brilliant. And that place there is obviously his cooker where all food would have been made, etc, etc. Keep taking you around it. Take you up these stairs. We're going up to the second floor. That big dog's house. I keep calling him Big Dog because that's what he were around here. He was the big dog. He was the main boss. He ran the show. He owned it. He was the guy that employed people. He was the guy that made things happen, basically. Let me show you some old stuff. I mean, it's like a proper house, you know, a proper house. Bed in it, a lot in here, even beds, single bed. It's crazy. Oh yeah. Even had a garden out back. Even had his centre garden with a little fence round it, bless him. Little outhouse. But yeah, even this is a picture of the man that actually lived. This is a picture of the man that lived in this house. That was the big dog. Obviously, he obviously enjoyed reading. And that's a personal handwritten note from him. I mean, handwriting's mad on that. I won't be able to tell you what that is. But yeah, there's some very good history in here. I'll keep moving you through anyway. And we're coming into the big dog's bedroom now. This would be the main bedroom. This is like your cot type, etc. It's obviously what baby would be sleeping in at end of bed. This is your big double bed. It's amazing it's still in this condition. And wardrobes, etc. You know, plenty of stuff in here. Absolutely plenty of stuff. Looks like another John C. Taylor. John C. Taylor. That was the name. So you're getting a picture anyway of how this guy lived. He was the guy that ran this place. Peg dolls, look. Back in the day, you know, you didn't get dolls like what kids see nowadays. You got dolls like this. Peg dolls. They were made from wooden pegs to keep children happy. Young children would make these themselves. Getting a nice picture of how people used to live. I mean, even here, look. Fireplace in bedroom. How many fireplaces do you see in bedrooms nowadays? You know, what an amazing place.
Real recognized, real couple stars in the making. Mad. And we just keep winning and smiling their faces. I ain't tryna beg, but they don't wanna see you win. And yeah, this life's amazing. Same time it's a sin. All this envy and hatred. Now where should I begin? I just wanna fly away spaceship. In my own space, do my own thing. Yeah, I just wanna do my own thing.
Yeah, I think we're a bit basically done in Master House. This is Master House, Boss's house, Big Dog's house, whatever you want to call it, Manager's house. But yeah, we're going to leave this now. We've pretty much explored it. Obviously, this is obviously the front doors. Well, you can see old front doors. Look how thin they were. That weren't keeping no heating. That weren't keeping no heating whatsoever, that door. But yeah, keep it moving. Now this place here, where the horses would have been kept themselves. This is where all horses would have been. So there's been real life horses in here. Definitely been real life horses in here, because these are like stable departments where they'd eat from that straw up there. They drink from buckets at bottom, eat from straw up there, and be stood in these separate compartments.
Initially there used to be a rolling mill here, but he then sold, he demolished the rolling mill, Tyneside, and bought the mill 2 up. So it then came out of here, up the road half a mile, was rolled into bars, came back here, and then went through the whole process and went out finished product, scythes, sickles, everything done on site.
Everything.
One thing, yeah.
I was looking at the furnaces over there as well, and I didn't even know they had those parts. I thought, you know, when you come as a kid, you forget half of it, don't you? And then you come back again and you're like, wow, this is what this place actually does have to offer.
Furnaces. That building there is the only one left in the world where you can see the lot. There are other places where you can see the pots, but there's nowhere else where down in the bottom in that tray, that's where the guy trod the clay.
Yeah, I read about that.
Underneath there's where the furnaces, where the ashes came down, where the 8-9-year-old lads were working.
Really?
Doing that. You've got your loose brick in the back, all down the bottom there. Then you've got, up above it all, you've got the boss's room where he put all the ingredients together to put them into a thing, pour them out, everything there, and it's the only one left. There isn't another.
That's brilliant, that. It's really decent. Is he forging right now?
Yeah, well, he's got a couple of students in.
Oh, has he?
Having a go to...
Do you reckon they'd be alright to be filmed?
Ask him.
Do you reckon you'd be alright to be filmed? Go on YouTube?
Yeah, why not?
Quick bit of forging?
Yeah.
There you go. In you get.
Thank you very much, mate.
And the whole bar nice and grease, so like that. And tap them in a quite an angle round. That'll give you that curve. That's it. Some beans.
So you've just seen some forging for your very self there. You can even see it, even women go for it, not just men. Women even forge themselves. It's a strong, hard job. It contains a lot of heat and you have to be strong for it, so definitely a wonderful place to come. It's £5 to enter. Abbeydale Industrial Hamlet. It will cost you £5 to enter, and you've got all sorts of history to embarge in and look at. So I seriously suggest coming down to this place. It's only £5. It's not going to break your pocket, and you get to see some decent history that's never been touched before. And that building in the corner right there is the only one in the world that actually contains what it does inside. So make sure you come down to this place and check it out. £5. £5, that's it.
But they don't wanna see you win. And yeah, this life's amazing. Same time it's a sin. All this envy and hatred. Don't where should I begin? I just wanna fly away spaceship. In my own space, do my own thing. Yeah, I just wanna do my own thing. Yeah.